Where are we? Are we actually on Infinity now?
Yes, it just switched
Okay.
over.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final game of the Marathon Trilogy, and this is the culmination of me only having really 2 playthroughs of this for practice, um, and all of those being today. So this is hopefully going to go well. There's a bit more examples of new things compared to the last shots fired. I believe there's like 6 minutes shaved off the time on this game. So, and that last
Yeah.
thing was in
Let's
shots
see.
fired 3.
Can they hear me?
They should be able to hear you. Can you hear Aperture? I believe you're. Oh no, I haven't changed anything, so yeah, they can hear you. Say something.
Something.
Yeah, they can hear you. Okay.
Cool.
Listen, maybe it's a good thing you can barely hear me. Okay, I'm gonna begin in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
Welcome.
Yeah, like he mentioned, this game has had some real route changes and improvements, mostly thanks to TBCR's innovations. The first level involves hitting a switch that the developers left in, which opens the second half of the level through that door that he just ran through, um, which completely skips a whole lot of awkward swimming and general awfulness.
And we're done.
Yep, that's the first level, and also the whole first chapter. Second chapter, you lose your pistol, and then you get it again.
You will believe a man can complete a chapter in 29 seconds. We're gonna.
So he kills that enforcer and picks up the enforcer gun. The enforcer gun can trigger
yeah.
switches from a distance, so it's useful.
There's a polygon I had to hit there that activates this switch. I hit the switch. I was going for the long shot there, but oh well. And we're going to another donation. Not donation, another location. Oh boy. Anyway, so we hit that switch. This opens this door, and now I have to stand on this little post here and go bada boop. There we go.
Yeah, so that's the secret. Normally, hitting that switch just makes the elevator you're standing on lower, but there is that little post that raises up and allows you to access the secret area, which has the assault rifle, our trusty Swiss Army knife of a gun, and just like in the run you just saw, it's going to be used for many unintended routes through levels.
Okay. By the way, that was an exploration level, and the polygon was literally right next to the exit. I don't know why. Please make it. Okay, good.
Okay.
So this skips. This is a heck of a lot easier than the normal way you would do that, which is going up onto a bunch of stairs that are somewhere.
Yeah, jumping
also,
off of a bunch of stairs.
This
so
door.
This is a secret exit.
The door's not supposed to be openable, but for some reason they left the flag in to open it in single player. It's supposed to be co-op only. But, oh well, they're lost.
So the level he's in now is meant to be what they call a co-op carnage break level, where, you know, if you're tired of cooperating with your co-op buddy, then you play a multiplayer level with them and beat them up a bunch. So he's making sure to get
at least 12 shotgun shells.
Some shotgun shells, the rocket launcher, and some, well, missile launcher, I guess this game calls it, and some missiles. And now he's on to blink and you'll miss it.
You'll be seeing this level multiple times.
Electric Sheep 1, and then he takes a secret exit off of that, which goes directly to Electric Sheep 2, which
and now we're
skips
on
a bunch of the game.
Now we're on Whatever You Please.
He has to snipe that switch, which turns on.
Oh, I didn't do it.
Didn't get it. I use a dot on my monitor for this game to make shots like this easier.
Okay, that one's definitely gonna hit.
Game has no crosshair.
And even though there's a crosshair on Aleph 1, using a physical crosshair would be better.
Yeah, you can do a lot of graphical enhancements. This is pretty much what the original Mac game looked like, even though we are playing on a much more modern source port. It has like OpenGL rendering and various things.
Okay, here's
just because it's nice to play the way it was originally meant to be.
Now, welcome to the literal worst level of the game.
Yeah, so something that this game has that Marathon 2 did not is levels where you're fighting against the mobs and the four enemies, the aliens, are actually working with you.
Which is a plot line in the game because you're basically dimension hopping. And
Yeah, you're dimension hopping through various other ways that the events of Marathon 2 could have gone down, because it turns out that they end in the destruction of the universe, which is not good. So the protagonist is dimension hopping through other alternative realities
which
in the
I
hopes of finding one
think
that does not end in
is
the destruction of the universe.
which the game somewhat implies as the main protagonist going rampant, I think.
Yeah, it's like or like, I think the idea is that you basically fused with Thoth, which is the AI that you wake up in Marathon 2,
That and the
in order to
implants that you were given.
call the Spitker back to Lauon. Anyway, it's all really complicated lore, and this game does not present it to you in a like intelligible way at all. It's all very, very cryptic. So
It wouldn't be a Bungie game if there wasn't any crypticness to it. I mean,
yeah. So if you think the way the Destiny story is told is cryptic, they've been doing that kind of thing for a long time. Now he's entering the scariest part of this level.
yeah, like I can legitimately die on this part, and I would have to start back at the beginning of the level. I didn't really think through on my estimate. Aperture thinks my estimate is fine, but I feel very worried about what I put down.
It'll be okay. So the TB currently holds the world record for this game at 1542, and I have a 1545.
Which is amazing. If you watch the video on YouTube, it's literal 10 frames per second because as is known, my stream setup is fucking awful.
It's working okay now.
Surprisingly, it's working well today. Oh, there's no Swift there. That's good. Here's a very nice trick where I can possibly soft lock the game, which is why I saved there. Gonna snipe this button all the way off to the side, and if I accidentally shoot too quick, too many shots, that door can open partly and then stop.
You can stick the door halfway open if you somehow hit the button twice in quick succession,
Which is a very dumb bug.
Yeah, it's really lame, and it means that you can't finish the level.
Can I mention?
There's no other way to get through to the other side.
Can I mention I thought this was gonna go horribly wrong, and yet it's going fine so far.
Just don't think too hard about it. You're doing well. So now he's on to Hangbrain.
Okay. I'm not even gonna save. I'm just gonna go forward.
Well-named level. So as you might recall, the level, which I don't think I mentioned the name of, it's Begging for Mercy Makes Me Angry.
I mentioned the name of the level.
Halfway through Marathon 2. This is kind of a callback to that. Again, we're going to be hitting a bunch of switches that open large circuit breaker panels, except in this level it's kind of different. You don't actually have to go into the center room that has all the circuit panels. And as we found out pretty recently, you don't even have to wait for those doors to open.
Yeah,
you can
just
kind of
go
keep
hit
going,
and go.
and then yeah, you can just hit the switch and then leave again, because there's other windows that look onto the room that you can use to shoot the various panels from. Like that.
And like that. And now we're gonna rush back over here and shoot the other ones.
Yeah, he's
and
going
then
to another window, which looks over the rest of the panels.
Okay, now we're good.
And now we can go up to the attic of this level and destroy one last panel. Hopefully this, so this is a low gravity level, so you can kind of just
Oh no.
But sometimes that happens. It's really easy. It's really easy to not land.
Oh my god, I recovered that very well.
Managed to get it. Yeah, that was good. So now this is the last panel here.
And if you don't destroy that and you read this terminal, you get taken back to the start.
Yeah, back to the beginning of the level.
That's a reset you don't want to have.
So this switch is like one of the most finicky switches in the
Which
whole
I
series.
luckily just got.
For some reason, you can land shots on it that really look like they hit, and they just don't trigger the switch for whatever reason.
Okay. And now we're on Eat the Path, which normally when you do a run of Infinity and you upload it to YouTube, this is the level that shows up almost all the time.
Yeah, because it's halfway through the game, so you'll pretty much always see this level.
Alright,
in your thumbnail.
there's an audio cue, but fuck audio cues. I'm just gonna go for it when I think it's ready.
Can you not hear the game?
No, I cannot hear the game whatsoever because I'd rather have you hear the game than me hear the game.
I see.
Taking
Oh,
one
that's a
for
nice normal stream setup.
taking one for the team. Okay, I need
So my run doesn't use this strategy. This is actually he's making his way to the secret exit on this level.
Oh no 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 no! Okay, back up.
But he got
I got the backup.
But he got stuck on a tick midair.
Okay, now we're in danger. Okay, now we're kind of fucked.
It's still fine. Just you gotta.
I have to do Eat the Path again.
Maybe it's not fine.
Okay, that's fine.
You died.
That's perfectly fine, because all I have to do is go through Electric Sheep 3 again. Oh, fuck this switch again.
Yeah, has to deal with the annoyance of this switch again. See, somehow none of those shots that look like they hit the switch.
None of the shots that hit the panel actually did anything to the panel.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'm starting to choke a little. Let me calm down real quick.
This stair climbing section is
If you can do this without misstepping, you're a god.
It's harrowing. You can actually do it really quickly, but it's difficult. Yeah, that sucks that you died at the end of this level.
That's fine though, cause like that's a very hard shot to do. That's why I was trying to kill all the ticks, but some of them just refused to die.
So why did you, once you rode the elevator up, why did you just like jump off back into the
No,
lava?
I was trying to like hover over to the thing, but I didn't have enough grenades in my thing. That was my problem. Okay, now I'm going to be really safe and make sure those are all dead, and I'm going to make sure that that's dead. And then I'm going to hope to Christ I don't accidentally be too close. There we go. Bada boom. There we go.
There you go. Okay, so that's the secret exit off of Eat the Path.
This is a failure level.
Puts you in this bonus level, I guess I would call it.
It's failure level.
Represents the end of a failed timeline. But you can just leave that level immediately. So now we're on to the last kind of third of the game. We start in jail, much like the big house, but there's an actual level to do here. So
Marathon Infinity is just Marathon 2 done more confusing.
pretty much. It's kind of this game actually started as basically just a scenario they were going to release.
Oh, never mind. Well, I don't have to do the death now. Just exit and reload. I completely forgot where I needed to do that.
You did also die on the previous level, so it's fine.
I completely forgot. I was gonna do an intentional death anyway, just because I'm so used to doing it there. Okay, so yeah.
So with only fists, our best chance at getting through these enemies is punching them. Like I mentioned, running punches do a lot more damage than standing punches. And on Kindergarten, the enemies don't have very much health, so sometimes they'll die to a single running punch.
That polygon had wrong textures for a second. Misaligned textures. Okay, I need quiet on this. And I fucked it up. Oh no, I didn't. Holy shit.
Oh no, you didn't. Wow. Okay.
I fucked that up, but that's fine.
Oh, that's fine. So the goal of this level is to go into this basement that he's about to enter and smash 2 panels, and then go back to the spot where he picked up the assault rifle and read the terminal, and that's the end of the level.
Now,
so
compared to
it's pretty lengthy.
Compared to the previous run through where I went through the hallway of doom, which I believe Aperture did during his SGDQ run,
yes,
we completely skipped that, and I cannot believe it took me this long to figure that out. But yeah,
Yeah, there's just another way to go that that leads you back to the beginning without having to
Gonna
deal with
pick up
this
this can.
very dicey corridor. Make sure you have enough ammo to do this jump, by the
I
way.
do. Remember, we have the trick coming up in the next level.
So
Oh,
there
that's fine. I can...
he didn't quite land it,
That's
but it's
fine.
fine. You can fall up the stairs.
Okay. We're gonna do a very interesting trick coming up, and hopefully I will get it. If not, I can do a couple of tries, and then if not, then
Yeah.
we're
So
just gonna have
what
to...
he's gonna try and do is there's this secret like ammo and health
Air
cache.
quotes, secret.
It's not really secret, but
Like,
it's the way that you're supposed to get teleported inside it is secret. Um, and
okay.
instead of teleporting inside it, he's just going to boost himself in.
Watch me swoosh right in. There we go.
There it is. Yeah, yeah. So he just popped right through that window, which is another example of what we're calling out of bounds. Which, I mean,
It's not out of
it's
bounds.
a slight misnomer. It's just basically being places in a polygon where the engine normally wouldn't let you get to. So then coming up here is a jump that's kind of difficult because you're trying to do it out of...
Oh, that's fine. I can do it again. I have to do the window jump again, though, but... Because I forgot to save. That's fine. That's fine. We get to see that awesome jump again.
Yeah, we do.
Let's get that instant replay. Well,
that time it didn't work.
that time
It's a
didn't
little
work.
unreliable.
Yeah, it's very unreliable, but like for a total carnage run, it would be very nice to go through that. Oh, I did it then, but after I died.
Yeah, his dead body did make it through to where he's trying to go.
Okay. There we go.
There it is.
Now we're going to make the smart thing and save.
Good idea. Oh, I guess I should have mentioned this is another level where and this time they're all the pistol-toting bobs, which while they do less damage, are more dangerous because they have a bullet weapon, which you basically can't dodge.
Okay, hold on. I need to go farther down. That was my problem last time.
Yeah, you need to have more.
And there's a current in the... There's a current in the water.
There it is.
So...
Save again.
Okay.
Yeah, that one's really awkward because the current in the sewage is pushing you around. So this level is another one that we've greatly improved through the discovery of out of bounds. He's going to go backwards through the door that's supposed to open at the end of the level, and whoop, warp straight through it. It's a very thin door, so it's particularly easy to do that with. And then in a callback to the fourth level of Marathon 2, you flood the basement and ride this elevator out.
Which that saves, I think, about a minute.
Yeah, well, doing it this way versus the actual intended way saves at least 2 minutes.
Saves even more than
versus,
that.
Versus our old route, which was a moderate sequence break, it saves another like 30 seconds. So now he has to shoot a very
small hole.
through a very small window.
Which, if your DPI is like my mouse, it's kind of hard. There we go.
Well, also the mouse look handling in this engine is awkward because it all uses fixed point math. There's no floating point math in this engine because it was originally written to perform okay on 68K Macintoshes, which are really old.
Entirely in C.
Do not have much power. So
we're hitting 4 switches here, and I did a short jump between the first 2, but I can't do it for the next 2 because
he has
pick
to
up that
go.
chip.
Yeah, you have to jump into the little pool of water and pick up a chip.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no FPU on those old machines, so
Oh, that's fine. I still have health. There we go.
Yeah, that jump short circuits a long jumping puzzle where you're supposed to hop between these little corners of of those pillars, which is a huge pain. So
By the way,
it's a lot easier
you're
to.
getting infinitely more commentary on this game than SGDQ, but that's just because I wasn't there, which I think was a shame, right?
Yeah, when I ran this for SGDQ, no one was on my couch who knew the game, so I kind of had to wing it all myself. And there's like twice as much to talk about as there is time to talk. Also,
So having two, okay,
that's a
water
very
break,
that's a very fun level.
water break. Reminder to drink water. Oh, you'll die.
Reminder to drink water. Yeah, that's true. Rip Chip did say some stuff.
Yeah, you did say a few words, but in terms of like content related to like
I love how everyone thought that Party Man was asleep because he was looking at the monitor on the floor, and so it looked like he was just like nodded off in his chair.
Okay.
It's true. If you drink water, you will live forever. As long as you keep drinking water, you can't die.
As long as you intravenously drip water into your vein.
Yeah, it was Party Man that everyone thought was deceased.
Sleeping.
So
No,
this level is this level is called "You Think You're Big Time, You're Gonna Die Big Time,"
which is a which is a quote from a movie.
Yeah.
Bungie likes to do a lot of references to things in their things. I think If I Had a Rocket Launcher was a reference to a movie as well. Okay, final level. Get ready.
So that that rocket jump he just did cuts out a lot of that level, which is supposed to be this arduous series of fights with superpowered versions of the different classes of 4.
Okay. I had to wait for that stuff to load. This is the very last level of the game.
This is the last level of the game. Time is when he
teleports out.
And yeah, the end screen pops up.
As soon as the last frame of me being in the map, that's...
Yeah.
Which we will let you know.
He's dumping a chip in there through the hunter.
Which we got from the previous level, so that is technically cheating, but the game allows it, so...
Well, it is a bit of a sequence break. You're supposed to have to use the chips that the enemies drop in the last level. Oh, nice. You actually went way too far there.
Still,
but
I
yeah,
got
you
up
can
there.
because you can do that rocket jump. Okay, time's coming up.
And time.
Oh, it was overestimate.
How far?
1 minute.
God damn it.
Yeah, 2107. I mean, you did have to replay all of Beat the Path.
Yeah, I did
which is
have
like
to.
over a minute long.
I think if I didn't have to do that, I would have finished Underestimate.
Yeah. In any case, given your minimum amount of practice, that actually I think went pretty smoothly.
That was very impressive considering how little practice I've actually had for this. Actually, all 3 of my games, literally I didn't practice for Wheels because how the hell do you practice for that game? Degeneration, I think, had the most practice, and this I literally only did 2 playthroughs and they were all today, so like...
Yeah. So, now you can see this, this long... very, very philosophical, too deep for me ending screen.
Which foreshadows a later game.
Yeah, it it talks about the meaning of life and what it's like to play a video game where you die and respawn over and over again, and
how your will to live just slowly drains from your body.
You feel like a god, but you also realize that there's no point and there's nothing to live for.
So it's Seinfeld.
Yeah. Marathon, a game about nothing.
Anyway, I don't know if y'all can let this finish playing out. There's literally like, what, 10 more seconds or so?
Yeah, just a couple more seconds.
But, yeah.
You will see
I hope you...
foreshadowing of a much later Bungie title.
But, I hope you guys have enjoyed this kind of almost 2-hour marathon block. Well, hour and a half marathon block. Aperture didn't hardly have time to practice either because he was in Japan for a month.
Yeah, I got home a week before my run and had to start practicing immediately.
Okay, but all in all, I think this is pretty good.
Yeah. Thanks for watching our runs. Thanks to the organizers of Shots Fired. These
Oh.
are always really fun marathons to participate in.
And if you want to join the Marathon Speedrunning Discord, please message me on Twitch. I will try to respond back to you before,
Yeah.
too long. And
The games are free. They're fun to speedrun. They're not too hard to get started with, especially this run that you just saw from TBCR. It's pretty easy to get to the point where you can finish the game. So yeah, if anyone finds using an assault rifle to just fly over the heads of your foes to be interesting gameplay, then hit us up.
have a good night.
Yeah, good luck to everyone else.